All right, Rory McIlroy is joining us now after his opening round of the 105th PGA Championship. We'll go straight to some questions, starting with Dan.
Rory, on 2, you pitched it over the green. You've got that up the slope for 4. You make it, and then it sort of kicks you off for the rest of the round. How important was that save, just mentally, to keep you in it?
Yeah, it was massive. I was staring, sort of just hoping to get down in 2 and make bogey and go to the third hole at 4 over par. And you walk off the green 3 over, and then you hit a tee shot like that, and all of a sudden, the pendulum swings or momentum goes the other way, and all of a sudden you make a couple birdies in a row, and you feel like you're sort of right back in the tournament. It was massive. I mean, I don't know how I'm, depending on what happens over the next 3 days and what I go on to do, I may look back at that shot as being the sort of turning point of the week.
Let's go next to Mike 12, followed by 11.
Rory, obviously only 2 fairways and a little bit of a slow start. What do you attribute that to?
Just not at my best. I'm just struggling with my swing, and it's pretty messy out there. So just trying to, make pars. And it was, I guess it was tough as well. There was a lot of crosswinds off tees, so it made it hard to hit fairways. I can definitely hit it better than that.
And is there something more satisfying about the trajectory of this round, starting slow and finishing the way you did rather than the other way around?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I feel a bit better than if I, had to get off to a good start and, made a couple of bogeys on the way in. I guess, if anything, I started to see a couple of better golf shots coming down the last few holes. Hit that good 6-iron into the third hole, 2 great shots into 4. Good iron shot into 6, nice wedge shot into 8. So there's a couple of glimmers of hope in there coming in.
Following up on that, coming into the week, a lot of people were saying driving accuracy was going to be at a premium this week. How do you turn just two fairways into a fairly decent score?
I'm getting pretty good at hitting out of the rough. Just getting pretty used to it. And I've always been pretty good out of the rough, and I've always been able to get steep on it and have a bit of speed and maybe hit a couple extra clubs out of lies that maybe some guys can't. So, that's a little bit of an advantage to me this week. But it's you're in for a tough day when you keep hitting it out of the rough like I was today.
And then on number 14, I'm not sure how backed up you were when you were there, but it seemed like a lot of groups were getting stuck on there. I know there were a couple groups stuck there when you were on number 1. Did you see that? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, you're on a dual tee box and it's a drivable par 4 coming off the back of a par 5 going into a par 3. So it's like it's just that whole area is quite a bottleneck.
Did you have to wait today or no?
A little bit, but not a huge amount.
Let's go next to Mike 5, followed by 13 and 8.
Yeah, Rory, the TV microphones picked up a little conversation you were having with Justin Thomas just walking off the 10th tee box this morning, where you said something about you'd slept a bit better and had a bit more energy, maybe implying that you hadn't been feeling 100%.
Yeah, no, I'm fighting something. I thought I got a great night's sleep last night, and I looked at my whip, and I was 22% recovery, and my skin temperature was 3.5 degrees higher than what it's been. So I'm fighting something, but I actually feel better today than I felt yesterday. So plenty of water and a bit of rest, I'll be fine.
So just hopefully a case of something you'll get over as the week progresses, get better.
Yeah, exactly.
Rory, Scotty was in here saying he thought this might actually be the easiest of the days this week. Do you agree with that? How do you see this kind of tournament becoming a real grind fest?
I don't know. I don't know what the conditions are going to be like over the next few days. It was certainly benign out there, so it actually, I think what happened this morning as well is, as the frost thawed, it made the golf course a little softer than it had been over the last couple of days. The aprons weren't quite as fiery as they were Tuesday, Wednesday. So, if the place firms up a little bit again, I could definitely see this being the easiest day.
Do you feel up for the fight? I mean, it's going to take some energy, right? Like mental energy.
Take it hole by hole.
And we will wrap things up on mic 8.
The start of the round, was it the same swing thing you've been dealing with the club getting open, or was it something different?
Yeah, I don't know. I started the round okay. Yeah, I had a couple. So like tee shot on 17, tee shot on 18. They were the two ones that, out to the right. I don't know if I just spun out of them or if the club face was open, or that's something I'm going to go and try to determine on the range now.
Great. Thanks for your time, Rory.
Thank you.